Hello guys, we are in the kitchen again, and today I wanted to make some ricotta cheese with leftover whey I had from mozzarella I made. I have a half a gallon of whey here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So all you need is whey. You can use half a gallon, a gallon. The ingredients I'm going to be putting in it today are for half a gallon. And then you're gonna need some citric acid and salt. All right, I've got my stainless steel pot here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this on and heating up. You need to bring the whey up to 170 degrees. If you want to do more, you can add just milk into your whey to do more. So if you wanted to do a full gallon, you had a half a gallon of whey, half a gallon of raw milk, you could also put an additional half a gallon of milk into it. We are going to use a wooden spoon and just get this heating up again to 170 degrees. I'm going to get a base temperature. Should not take very long at all over medium heat. All right, we're at about 40 degrees right now, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and I'm gonna get my citric acid ready. You want to do a half a cup of water, preferably. I think I've heard people say you want to use unchlorinated water. I have a Berkey, so I'm just using water from the Berkey. And then you want half a teaspoon of citric acid right into your water. Mix that up and set to the side. Also, something else you want to have ready is a colander with cheesecloth over it, so that you can drain the cheese so that you can drain the curds once they're ready. And you also are going to want a mold of some kind. I don't know if you can do it without a mold. The instructions I have say to put the curds into a mold. I'm sure you don't have to. I'm sure once you drain the curds through the cheesecloth, you can just place them into a bowl. But I do have a mold, so I'm gonna get all of that stuff ready while this continues to heat. We're still at a fairly low temperature, but you do wanna stir this pretty consistently. We have made it to temp, so I need to add the salt. If you're using 1 gallon, you wanna do about half a teaspoon. Again, I'm only doing half a gallon, so normally I don't salt things enough, especially my cheeses, so I may regret this, but I'm gonna add a little bit more. The directions call for a half a teaspoon per gallon. I did a little over a fourth of a teaspoon for my half a gallon here. You wanna stir that in really, really good. And then we want to continue upping the temperature. You want to up it to 185 degrees. I'm going to check it one more time. It starts getting too hot for my hands, so I'm going to put my mitt on and see where we're at. Once it reaches that temperature, you want to go ahead and pour in your citric acid mixture. Stir it in really quickly. You should see the curds start to form pretty quickly after adding that. You want to hold it at this temperature just for a little bit and turn it up just a tad. If you don't see the curds start to form, you can do more citric acid if you need to. Okay, it's only been a couple of minutes. I went ahead and turned it off, and I'm going to move it over to the next burner so that it can rest for about 10 minutes. The timer just went off for the ricotta, so we're going to move it over here and get it placed into the cheesecloth so that it can drain for a couple of minutes. Once it has drained, you're going to, like I said, place it in a cheese mold. If you don't have one, I'm sure just a separate colander with another cheesecloth would work just fine. we are going to leave it in the mold so it can strain a little bit more. There's already more whey that's come off of it. And then I'm going to use it tonight to cook lasagna. I do still have whey left. Quite a bit. Like I said, I made mozzarella already and now ricotta from the whey of mozzarella. And I think I'm going to use this for the lasagna noodles tonight to cook them in. And then from there, I'll either pour it on my garden, you can give it to your animals, like chickens, you can soak grain in it, which I may do, feed back to my chickens because it's very good for them. But there's a lot of other things you could probably do with it. You could look up online. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. It was actually fairly easy. The longest part was just the waiting for the milk to heat and then the waiting for the curds to form. Yeah, turned out really good, really easy. Leave a comment if you try this and let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.